Ever seen a piece of media that you found to be quite nice, only to see it be received negatively by various critics due to not being exactly like the book-related source material? Well, that viewpoint is subjective and understandable, up until that viewpoint starts to become contradicting or hypocritical, for better words. We've seen various superhero films blow up like the Marvel ones, but DC Comics has been second to it for the most part. When looking at a lot of negative criticism towards DC's recent movies, it's usually about a lack of comic book accuracy.
Batman is a murderer!
And to top it off, it ends with Superman murdering Zod. Batman doesn't kill people.
But then there's Marvel, who constantly gets away with straying away from the source material by an objectively larger degree. Everyone just likes to sweep it under the rug for some reason. But anyway, here's some brief examples. Thanos in the comics wanted to kill half of the universe to impress the goddess known as Death, as opposed to the film where he wants to kill half of life to stop societies from collapsing via exhausted resources. Hela was the sister of Thor in the third Thor movie, as opposed to the books where she was Loki's daughter. Maybe you could write off those two previous examples due to those two characters not being too mainstream, but then there's the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Spider-Man. Spider-Man made his own costume in the books and previous film adaptations, as opposed to Tony Stark making a suit. Aunt May was never this young. His villain's motivations didn't involve Tony Stark in the book. There's plenty more examples of this that I could delve into, but I'm keeping stuff brief since Marvel has like dozens of movies. I personally don't have a problem with strafing from the source material for the most part to an extent. I think the change with Thanos was for the better. But anyway, I'd argue that this bias isn't a natural reception among the masses. I think it has something to do with people bandwagoning and just going off of what they're told, not what they really believe, and I'd argue it not being natural because DC is up against a company with a lot of media sway and influence or manipulation. A company that's only 12% away from owning half of the overall entertainment industry. We live in a day and age where people are told what to think instead of thinking for themselves. The previous Batman and Superman have killed, and it wasn't used as a scapegoat to knock those films, which proves that something has changed. But I don't know, call me pessimistic, but it seems that everything has a price, even a viewpoint.